Alright guys, let's keep it going. I told you I had Dusk Till Dawn on DVD. This is the double disc version that has the full tilt boogie. I don't know if this was just to show you guys that I do have it or to show Salma Hayek, but either way it's good. This goes over here. And then I recently picked this up and it was in a haul, but I'm gonna put it here with the Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell with Peter Cushing. So that goes back here. And now we could go. Let's go. These might be a little bit out of order, but I'll fix them later. Frequency with Dennis Quaid and Caviezel. This is like the only reason this is here is because it's like a time travel movie, but it has a serial killer in it. So that's why I have it here. Then you have the classic Frighteners, Peter Jackson. This is the director's cut. The Slip, Michael J. Fox, Jake Busey. It's a pretty cool movie. I have the regular release as well, widescreen. There's Jake Busey right there. I usually have an order. I usually put regular release and then special edition and then Blu-ray if I have the Blu-ray. Frightmare. I think I tried to watch this, but it was pretty crappy. But it's like a killer, crazy killer in a small town. We have the classic Fright Night. For Real. With Chris Sarandon, Amanda Beers, which is the girl from the lady from Married with Children. This one has the insert. This is a great movie. I mean, when I was a kid, I would watch it over and over again. I have another version, but yeah, it's you got what's his name? Stephen Jeffries, Evil Ed, Roddy McDowell as Peter Vincent, Vampire Hunter, Fright Night 2. And then this is like a bootleg Blu-ray that I picked up, but it came out, it was pretty awesome because it has Fright Night on Blu-ray, Fright Night 2 on Blu-ray, and then this disc is actually You're So Cool, Brewster, which is like a documentary about the making of Fright Night and Fright Night 2. And it's really long. It's like, I think like almost 3 hours long. So this was a good buy, even though it was a bootleg, but actually it was pretty worth it. I have the remake. There's just the regular version, Fright Night, with Colin Farrell, and the late Anton Yelchin. You know, I never noticed. There's a part 2 of this with like a girl in the front. I don't know if I've ever seen it out in the wild, but I never picked it up. But I will. Just for the collection purposes. Gag? Some kind of torture killer movie. The Gallows? So this is like one of those that I'll pick it up for $1, and if it's good I'll look for the Blu-ray, but it's like a found footage. It was okay, but it wasn't great. Oh, now I don't know why these are here. The Garbage Pail Kids, the movie, the original release. I guess because it's kind of horrible to watch. Then I have the re-release, and then I also have the Blu-ray with a slip. The Scream Factory. It's like one of those bad good movies, and I actually like I would watch it when I was really little. I would watch it, so it kind of like stuck to me. So I kind of like horribly I enjoy it. The Garden with Lance Henriksen and Sean Young. This is a Anchor Bay slip. I do have two. And as always, if anybody wants the double, just let me know. I'll send it out to you. This is a really rare movie. I'm not sure how much it goes for now, but when I first picked it up, it was like 80 bucks or something. But I don't know now. I'll check, and we'll put the price here. But this is with Scott Glenn, like an old school Gargoyles movie. You don't really see it around that much, so cool for the collection. And we have the old school original, The Gate, with a young Steven Dorff and his friend with glasses. I also have this release, the Monstrous Special Edition, with special features. Where's his friend? But I don't have The Gate 2. I mean, I think it's rare. I've never come across it. But I've seen it before, like on HBO or like on USA, like back in the days. I seen part 2. It centers more on the friend. And he's fighting those same like little demons and stuff. Christina Ricci, The Gathering. The horror is real. The terror is eternal. I guess it got something to do with evil babies. I don't know why this is here. It should be in my Bill Murray collection, but Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Old school. I've been meaning to get Ghostbusters on Blu-ray. I haven't. I mean, you know, one thing about Blu-rays for me is that, like, the movie is the more important thing to me. Like, the movie, like, as long as I get to see it, even if it's, like, doesn't look that good. But the story and the shots and the way the movie's made, like, if I like it, that has more meaning to me than if it's on Blu-ray. So I never really got into buying a lot of Blu-rays unless I really, really like the movie or if I find it cheap. But it's just the way I am. Ghost from the Machine. Now this is an independent, like, ghost movie that you don't really see, but it's made pretty good, and it's about a guy that makes a machine that could, like, talk to like, brings people back that are dead, and his friend steals it so that he could see his wife, because his wife, like, recently died. But then it also brings back, like, some crazy child killers from the neighborhood, and when you see them in the movie, it's like, it gives you goosebumps. Like, even me right now, I could feel it. It's like giving me goosebumps just thinking about seeing that weird couple. But I have two of these. So, Ghost Game. Open at your own risk. Never seen it. Looks like it has boobies in it. The Ghost of Edendale. I think this looks more like a documentary or like a found footage. I'm not sure. I've never seen it. It says from the makers of Last Broadcast. That was a found footage movie. I have Ghost Ship, the Snapback. But this is the full screen version. And pretty much always if I buy the full screen version, I'll be on the hunt for the widescreen version. And then this one was cool because it's a lenticular cover. Pretty cool. Then the classic old Ghost Story with Fred Astaire and Douglas Fairbanks. The main actor from this, I think he's the guy, one of the guys from one of the Freddy movies, like the older counselor guy. But this is a freaky movie too, and there's a lot of like scary shots, and I always remember that the shot where like they show a door with like a light coming through the side, like the guy's asleep, and actually I've seen something like that, like, but it was in another house, but I saw like the door cracked and then like smoke came in, and I thought it was the house was burning down, but no, it wasn't. It like disappeared. So that was pretty weird. All right, guys, we got Ghost Watcher. Never seen it. I think I picked this up second because for the longest time I had this Ghost Watcher 2 until I eventually came across the first one. Now I have both, but I've never seen them. Ginger Snaps. As much as I love werewolf movies, I've never really watched these. I know that this girl's from Freddy vs. Jason. She's also the sister in Disturbing Behavior, the little sister. What's her name? Catherine Isabel. And I know there's also Ginger Snap 2 or Ginger Snap Back or something like that. I don't have those. The Glow? Terror Lives Inside. This is like a haunted apartment building or something like that. Actually, I've never seen this. Interesting. Godsend. Robert De Niro. Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Greg Kinnear. About their son, he dies and they bring him back to life, but he's like different. I've never watched it, but I need to watch this. But you know what? I've always been looking for like a special edition of this. This is just like your basic release, but I'll watch it. Halloween's coming up. Now, this is an awesome movie. Good Night, Mommy. With the slip. And it's Anchor Bay release. This is actually a German, in German, I think. Pretty sure. Because you guys don't know, I used to live in Germany for 3 years. But you could only watch it in German. But it does have subtitles. This is a pretty freaky movie about these kids are at home and their mom has been gone because she had an accident. And then she's covered up with the gauze and all that, so they don't know, like they don't really trust that it's their mom because she acts weird. But you gotta see it. If you've never seen it, check it out. This is an old school movie. Gothic. Gabriel Byrne, Natasha Richardson, Julian Sands. Isn't this the guy from Warlock? This is the story of the girl that wrote Frankenstein, Mary Shelley, when they went and hung out with what was that guy's name? Byron, Lord Byron. It's okay. It's pretty creepy. Widescreen edition of Gothica. I never seen this, but it's like a Psycho Ward movie. It has Penelope Cruz in it and Robert Downey Jr. I also have this 2-disc special edition, but like I said, I've never seen this. Gotta get in the mood to watch those psycho movies. I mean, loony bin movies. I've heard a lot of good things about this, but I never watched it. Grace? I guess the lady has a baby and something's wrong with it. I don't know if it's a zombie or a vampire or something like that. Greystone Park. Now, I just picked this up on a whim. It's actually directed by Oliver Stone's son, and it's found footage. I think he makes an appearance. Yeah, there's Oliver Stone. But the whole movie, you know, it's like found footage, and they're going through a big asylum that's supposed to be empty, and you know, some parts I was just like, whatever. But at the very end, like the last shots of this movie, like the hairs on my neck stood up because, yeah, it was kind of scary. This was just some random buy that I picked up. It's like really thick. The Great Horror Family from Bandai. Never watched it. Some Asian horror, I guess. And this goes good because these are the last movies. The Grudge, the original. Let's have a slip. Haven't taken it out so long. Yeah, it has a slip. I'm not gonna fight with it. The Grudge unrated extended cut. Now, actually, people say like, "Oh, that movie's the original's better," blah, blah, whatever. I don't know what it's called, Yungwin or whatever, but I actually saw this at the movies when I was kind of young, and when we first walked in, it had already started. And the first thing I saw was when that lady gets pulled up into the crawl space. Like, I just saw her legs go up, and like everybody screamed, and then I screamed too. Ah! The Grudge 2. I've never seen The Grudge 2. I only seen The Grudge. And the last one for this run is The Grudge 3. I've never seen this one either. The reason I stopped here is because next will be H. This is the end of G. And we'll do another shelf for H. Alright guys. See you next time.